So today we're gonna be doing a little bit of stuff that I, learned upon. So we're gonna be doing it together. Let's do a simple. Let's go to Next.js, right? Well, let's do a simple. What is it? Let's do a simple to-do list. Okay, we're gonna be very simple. I don't want to be fancy like the other guys. They're trying to be very, fancy with their projects. I don't like that. It's hard to understand. I'll explain things in a way I understand best, right? Because it makes sense with the way I'm thinking. Okay. Hopefully it'll be easy for y'all to understand, okay? So we're gonna call it to-do list. Let's make it very simple. No, yeah. No, we're not gonna be using the app router. Reason why I like using Tailwind CSS is because it is so easy. I don't have to leave my HTML ever. That's what I like about it. Yeah, hopefully y'all come over here, look at the documentation, and have fun with it. But aside from that, let's open up our to-do list. Okay, I got this. Now, sometimes you see this and you just go here, go P, right? Command Shift P for Mac, Control Shift P for Windows, and uninstall it first. Enter your password, right? And then install it again. Okay. Bam. Okay. Now you can exit from here. Do it again. It should pull up this. When you go here, right, got pages, we got index. Could do. Let's npm run dev that. Pull it up. So we got this custom stuff we don't need. Okay. Let's delete all of these. And then let's go with the div. Div, say hello world. Okay, most of you got that a lot. Got a default CSS here. Delete that. This should be set. Okay, now an easy to-do list. Okay, we're gonna have a simple input, right? Input, I'm gonna call placeholder. Let's call it enter. To do. Okay, got that one, and we also need a button. So add. With Tailwind CSS default, there's no styling, right? There's no styling. So let's just put some styling. Easy, and just border, class name pg queen 500 px2 py1, just to make it look good, right? To py1, something like that, but don't really matter, right? So we're gonna need something like right here. Let's get a new div. Li, it's gonna be walk my dog, whatever, like that. We're gonna have it like that, right? Every time we click here, it's gonna go here. But also we're gonna have in each stuff right here, we're gonna have a let's get a new div, right? You'll get what I mean. Now let's just delete these for now. We don't need it, right? We're gonna loop everything here soon. Just setting up a template. Now let's get a button called edit and delete. All right, copy this class name, put it edit and delete. Just change it to yellow to red. Okay, it's gonna be like that, right? But we're gonna flex it just so it looks good. That's all. Not that it should look really good, you know. It's whatever. I just keep it basic. Okay, we can get that right. Okay, now we set up a template. Let's go ahead and add our values, right? Then const, I'm gonna call it to do. To do set to do's. I'm gonna use state and default 0. We're not gonna have anything, but we can if we want. We're gonna import use state from React, right? We're not gonna have anything for now, but if we wanted to, we can. I'm gonna call this A B C, okay? And then over here, we're gonna go like that. Go to do's dot map. We're gonna call it to do, okay? Gonna go like that. We're gonna loop it, okay? And we have an error saying must have one parent. To avoid that, we can just do just bring this down there, right? What does it say? Missing key. We're gonna say key. So we don't have any IDs. We're just using regular array, not using object array. We're gonna put index here because we need to grab an index, okay? Just so that React knows what to update, okay? Keep track of our list, okay? Now we're gonna have 3 walk my dog, but we're gonna change it to these values, okay? To do that, we're gonna go to do dot, and no, we're not gonna do dots, okay? And these, we just keep it like that. Now we got A, B, C. Just put some space. This is not HTML, CSS course, so just keep it simple, you know, like that. Okay, now the fun part begins. All right, we're gonna go, like, we're gonna put some input, click, and it should start adding stuff to our list. Default, we have this, okay? We're gonna add a function call add to do. Okay, for now I'm gonna keep it like that. To do, add to do, the function will be called right here. Makes sense, right? Add to do. Now we don't have anything yet, so nothing's gonna work. Now how should we approach this? We're gonna need something like, okay, we're gonna need an input, right? We're gonna need to grab this input value. So I'm gonna go with onChange e by event for short, e.target.value. We can, let me show you what's going on. Okay, I'm gonna walk you guys through step by step. Okay, let's pull up this. Let's go console log. We would type it. We got the values. This is what it does right here. onChange console.log, right? So eventually we need to grab this value and add it to a state, so we could add this in this list later. Okay, to do that, let's go with const. Let's call this a value. Okay, just a value, val for short, set val, use state once again, empty for now. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to set these there, and if you want to see, like, you can console log here, right? Val. Let's see, you're not gonna see anything right now, but when we click add, it's gonna start popping up here. Okay, and also we wanna set val to the input right here, right? The value to empty, value val. So every time we click that, it'll erase that. Okay, now we have these over here, but we want to put it onto the page, right? In the page. How do we do that? In order to do that is, you need to go with something like this. You gotta loop over the to-dos again. All right. Do we loop over it? Probably not. Okay, we're gonna do set to-dos. We're not gonna loop it. Okay, we're gonna grab that saying, hey, we wanna grab all the to-dos, the previous to-dos, right? And we're gonna add a new one, which is val. This value right here we got, right? We got from here. Now let's check it out. See if this works. Hello. Bam. How are you? Bang. Okay, now that we're taking care of that, let's go ahead. I still want to show you guys this later, but hopefully y'all can see this like that, right? Okay, now we're gonna start with a delete. Const delete, call it delete, right? Okay, we're just gonna make a function for now, but what do we need? Let's think about it. We want to delete something, right? In here, what do we really need? We need something to identify each stuff that we click on, right? each item in the to-dos. When we click on it, what do we want to identify how to delete stuff? Okay, now we look at the on click, add, and we need delete. When we click on delete, what's gonna happen? Okay, let's ask yourself that. On click E, then console.log e.target. Let's just check this. E.target. Okay, what's gonna happen? Let's see. We got a button delete, right? That don't do much, right? It doesn't do much. Okay, so we got that on click. It doesn't do much. Okay, we need a delete. We need an identifier ID, something to identify these. So remember, we have an index here, right? This index right here, it starts at 0, 1, 2, right? 0, 1, 2. We got the index here for us. So what do we want to do? Let's just, for now, console log that. Delete. We got 4. We got 0. We got 1. Okay. Now, since we got this information, what do we do with it? Okay. Now, that's a good question right here. We eventually, when we do on click, we want to call this function. That function needs to take in an identifier, which is index, right? To identify what we clicked on, as we saw here. When we click here, we got 1. When we click here, we got 2, right? So we need to call that function. We don't necessarily need that, so empty, right? We need to call the delete function, which takes in the index and the perimeter index. Okay, now we can console log this again to see the same effect. Okay, we go 1, 2, 0. Okay, hope y'all get it. I know I'm walking through you guys like a baby steps, but that's what I like to do. That's how I think. Okay, now what do we want to do? Let's carefully think about this. We want to delete something, right? We want to delete something from here. So we're gonna use a filter right here. We're gonna call it const filtered list. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the to-dos array. We're gonna go with filter and filter. We're gonna name this differently, okay? Just index. Okay. This, we want to take the index. We want to do index does not equals index that we passed in. Then that's what we want, right? So we can console log this filter list. Okay, now let's see what's happened. We got A, B, C, hello, how are you, right? Same thing, but we want to set to-dos to filter list. Not that. Okay, we want to name to do, right? Index. Okay, there we go. It's gone, right? That's how you do it. So when you check this, right, console the log filtered list, see what pops up. Okay, you click, you got B and C because we clicked on A. Click B, we got A and C. So apparently they delete the stuff you clicked on and only bring back, you know, the one that's left, just like this. Now that we got that, we need to set a to-do to this new list, right? Only when you click on it. It's gonna filter it out like that, okay? Now we got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and do the update, the edit. This is gonna be interesting, okay? Const update. Now let's think about it, right? We're gonna have a button that click on to do. I can walk through with special rendering. I could go like, hey, if I click on edit, when I click on edit, this will change to edit button and change it to edit field. But in this case, I don't want to do it because it involves a little bit of JavaScript. Well, we could do that, but it's going to be a little confusing. So I don't want to do that, okay? If you guys want to see it, I'll do it for you. But let's just keep it simple for now. Let's call this edit. No. Let's call this, we need to edit input field. Okay. Edit input field. We're gonna change this to edit file, set edit file, set edit file, edit file. Okay, just have that for now. I'll explain it later. Okay. Edit file. Okay. Edit file. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the edit file, Okay. Now, what do we want to do? So, apparently, like, if we click on edit, right, it should edit it. But the thing is, which one do we want to edit? So, let's do it simply, right? When you click on this A or B, it should bring up a value in this input field. And then when you click edit, it should update correspondingly, So, how do we do that? Now, first, let's get like a on-click event here. So, here, I'm going to do on-click. I'm going to say E console.log e.target.inner text. Okay, you'll see why I do that. Click on it, you got A, you got B, you got C. Okay, so instead of console logging it, we want to put it into the input field value. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, on click console log, we're gonna set what should we call it? Edit input. Yeah, let's call it edit input. Edit input set and the input. Okay, now we no, we could do just set edit val. Okay, we don't need that one. Okay, now let's see. Click on it, we got B. You click on it, we got C. You click on it, we got A. Okay, y'all see what's happening? Because this edit valve and because of this set edit valve, when you click on this, it update the value here, and then we gain the value, we're putting it in here. Okay, now we're gonna update. When we update, we need some ID, right? Same thing, an identifier. We're gonna get the index, the same index, and then we're gonna call it over here. On click, update, and this is gonna be the index we got from here. Okay, now what do we want to do with it? We want to const, right? This is updated list. We want to map through all the to-dos. Map. Okay, we want to call it to-do again. Index. It's going to be similar to this, and we're going to say index equals index. If so, is it, right? It's saying is index here, this to-do's index is the same as the index we put, right? If so, we want to keep all the to-do, right, and add a new value, which is this, right? Edit file. If not, we're gonna keep it the same. Okay, now what we want to do is update our to-dos. Set to-dos to update dated list. Bam. Now let's try it. We're gonna get refresh. Okay, we don't need this anymore. We're gonna click on this. Let's change it to edit. You see, and then we're gonna click on this B and call it 1 2 3 4 or whatever. Edit. That's how it works. Okay, and we delete. So that's pretty much it. You know, if you guys don't understand something, go ahead and put it down in the comment below and let me know what you don't understand. I'll explain it some more, but this is pretty much it.